Alright guys, what do we have here? Well, this is a box from Kenny. Some knives to test. I do know what knives they are, and I did open the box so I didn't have to struggle with it on camera. I have not looked at these yet. I've never handled any of the four of them. Gonna go ahead, I told Kenny I'd do a first impressions. So we'll go ahead and pull these out one by one, take a look at them, and see what I think about them. And like I said, you will see a test on every one of these coming up. So alright, first one up is the Real Steel Griffin. And it is lighter than I thought it would be. I don't know why I had an idea that it might be heavier than what it was. Now, since I have some here, let's go ahead and see how it is. Even though it's kind of squared off, not too bad, making cuts with it. I know Kenny told me the geometry isn't as thin as it could be. Doesn't feel terrible in cutting though. Not quite sure I'd use that as a front choil. But overall, first impressions, seems like a pretty solid knife. Action's pretty good, even being a little stiff like that. I like it. Alright, the Protech Mordax. Action's pretty good. Yeah, I see what Kenny was saying, the geometry does get a little thick up here toward the front. I believe Kenny said he may regrind this one. Definitely a little smaller than I thought it was going to be. For some reason I thought this was a little bit taller. Not necessarily any longer. Doesn't feel so bad cutting with it. You can definitely feel that thicker geometry though. Even though cardboard kind of falls away as you cut it, you can definitely feel the resistance in the Mordax compared to the Griffin. Do like the color on it. See what Kenny means now. The green's nice. Action's good. Doesn't feel bad. Do wish it was a little taller. Not sure if I like this one yet or not. But to go ahead and do the testing with it and use it a little bit to see if it's something I like or not. Yeah, this one I definitely wanted to check out. The Chaves 229. And Kenny wasn't kidding, that's got a hell of a detent in it. That's nice and thin. Is a little heavy. Super smooth. Yeah, I'm definitely going to enjoy this one. Can definitely feel that geometry when you cut. Goes through so much easier. This is Reate done M390. So we'll get another chance to see what Reate M390 does. Looking forward to this one. And the last one, the Real Steel Terra. Handle kind of reminds me a little bit of the Tenacious. I think it made me think of that because I just got done doing that testing last week with one. Oh, yeah, I guess this isn't very flickable. The geometry on this one looks pretty good. Out of all of them, so when I was looking forward to checking out and using the most, because Steve and Kenny have talked it up so much, how good it is. It is bigger than I thought it was. I had looked up the specs on it when Kenny told me he was sending it, and for some reason I thought it was a little bit smaller knife. Yeah, definitely like this. This may end up being one that I pick up for myself. I will see though. I do like it. So this is what Kenny from InThePocket sent me to test and check out. Thank you, Kenny. I appreciate you sending them along. Definitely like the Terra. Definitely like the 229. Not so sure I'd like the smaller version. This is about perfect. Do like the Griffin. Not huge on that real steel clip they use. The Megalodon, a couple others have that, but actually fits in a good spot in my hand, so it's not going to poke me. And the Mordax. I did really want to check this one out, but right now I'm not sold on it. I don't think it's a bad knife. I just think I had a different impression of it in my head than what it actually really is. So I'll have to use it a little bit and see. But thank you, Kenny, for sending these along. Gonna go ahead and get these tested and we'll get them back to Kenny. But these are my first impressions on these. That's all I have for this. As always, I appreciate your time, and thanks for watching.